And a really important result today. Some of your thoughts on that game?
Yeah, I think it was obviously a good early goal, from Reece. The play up to the goal was brilliant. On this surface, it's not easy. And then obviously, second half, we get an early goal again. Great ball from Jaden through to Tom. It was a very professional performance. I've just said to the boys there, I think as a professional team performance, I think it was the best of the season. Even though the football weren't as good as it's been, during the season. They stood up to it. There were men out there. I thought it was a real mature performance.
And as you say, on a difficult pitch, there was not a huge amount of chances in the game, but it was important that we made the most of those chances and got 2 goals from very small number of shots.
Yeah, I think it was a very similar game to what we had against Tamworth last week, where it was a very cagey affair. And as I said about that game, it felt like a first-team game with the physicality, and the stuff off the ball that they were doing. It was a tough one to referee. But as I said, I thought the boys stood up to that brilliantly. And I said to them before the game, I said, if you stand up to that, you match their desire, you match their work rate, we'll win the game.
And it's these sort of challenges against so-called physical teams that will help condition the lads into getting into that sort of first-team environment, because there's going to be that on a much more regular basis, isn't it? At first
Definitely, and that's our jobs. We're trying to make these boys ready for first-team football. Although it's as I said, it was like a first-team environment. It's not. You haven't got the fans. You haven't got that kind of stuff. And if they can deal with this kind of environment, hopefully when it comes to getting a call from the first team manager, hopefully they're ready.
And looking forward to the rest of the season. Now 4 games remaining, it's still in our hands, so it's just a case of approaching those games one at a time and trying to get as many points as possible to hopefully end up where we want to end up.
Yeah, listen, it's not ideal. We've got a game Monday, we've got a game Wednesday, we've got a game Friday. If I was a player, I'd probably be happy because it means no training, and I think some of them will be. They have to listen to me on the training field all the time, but it's going to be hard, and I've probably got a squad of 16 to choose from all 3 games, so it's going to be hard. But every single one of them's got to be prepared to come in and start and give a great contribution like the boys did today.
And with it being so close to the end of the season, it's a case of you don't want to be looking back on the season with any sort of regrets, do you?
No, exactly. I'm a big believer. Mark says every Tuesday, a big game today. I say to him, every game is a big game. I thoroughly believe that in football, every game is a big game. No one would have said that we would have lost, against maybe a Romulus at the start of the season, but we did. Because maybe we didn't go into the game thinking it was a big game. Every game is as big as the next game.
So Tom, a really important result today, wasn't it? Just some of your feelings following that game.
I think after losing the last couple of weeks, I think it was good to bounce back and actually show we can do it, we can switch it on and we can play the way that we do. And I think that's what should be showing that today, so yeah, it was decent. And
with that win today, it keeps the league in our own hands, isn't it? So that's an important factor.
Yeah, there's 4 games to go. I think we've got 3 next week, so I think everyone's going to have to chip in and do their part, so yeah, it's a really important time of the season now.
And it was a very close game today, wasn't it? But good for confidence that we managed to come out with a result.
Yeah. I think that the first goal, I think we deserved it because the play was unbelievable, and then the second goal just after half time, I think it just settled us down and helped us play. They were hard to play against, but I think we've done what we had to do and we've done the job, yeah, so it was good.
And as you mentioned there yourself, getting that second goal, a nice touch to bring it all under control and finish calmly. You must be happy with that one.
Yeah, I think when I saw it come over, I thought, well, it's have to be a good touch because it was just behind me, so I done well to get the touch, and then obviously the finish was it just made it good, so yeah.
And it was one of very few chances in the game up to that point at least, so it was important to be clinical with those 2 big chances that we got with the penalty and your goal as well, to make sure that we made the most of those chances.
Yeah, I think that's something we've been working on, especially in training and stuff, and making sure we're clinical and taking on chances, because sometimes in games like this one you don't get many, so you've got to take them.
And now 4 games remaining, 4 huge games, and hopefully we can take it one game at a time, come out with the results we want.
Yeah, as I said, we've got 3 games next week, so it's really important now. We've got to push on and do as best as we can.